Mark Cuban now making some news here, saying that AI data centers could become pickleball courts. It's going to be a lot of pickleball if these data centers become pickleball courts. And he warns that venture capital is all in on a bet that may not pay off. So is this more FUD from Cuban, or is this something we should actually worry about? Billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban said the current artificial intelligence boom differs from the dot-com bubble, but warned that venture capital firms, private equity investors, and AI infrastructure backers could face steep losses if today's massive spending fails to deliver expected returns. Speaking with Jason Calacanis on Monday's episode of the All In podcast, Cuban said today's AI investment cycle is being driven primarily by institutional investors rather than retail traders, making venture capital firms, private equity funds, and other large investors the ones most exposed if expectations fail to materialize. Quote, "It's not the traditional dot bubble," end quote. That was from Cuban, adding that the biggest losers would likely be venture capital firms, private equity funds, and institutional investors that have gone all in on AI. He also said startup valuations have climbed sharply compared with a decade ago, with many companies raising capital at lofty valuations before ever launching products. According to Cuban, paying too much at the start can make it difficult for investors to generate attractive returns. Cuban questioned whether the industry's aggressive investment in AI infrastructure will ultimately pay off. He said technology companies are committing tens of billions of dollars to build AI data centers while also borrowing to finance expansion, calling it, quote, planning for perfection, end quote. Cuban argued that improvements in AI efficiency could significantly reduce computing and power requirements over time, much like advances in fiber optic technology eventually left excess network capacity unused after the dot-com era. There's going to be a lot of, quote, there's going to be a lot of data centers that are going to be turned into pickleball courts, end quote.